Hi, this is Chris Cole from Sweet Valley Hives. In this video, we're going to look at the bottom board that we have designed here at Sweet Valley Hives. If you're familiar with the Worry Hive itself, it had a very simple bottom board. It was just solid wood with a little landing board out there for the bees. Served the purpose, but we think we've made a couple significant upgrades that are going to make this a little bit more bee-friendly and beekeeper-friendly as well. First off, our bottom board is constructed like everything else on our Worry hives. It is made from 1-inch thick western red cedar or eastern white pine if you opt for the pine version, but all 1-inch thick. All the joints are screwed and glued using stainless steel screws. Looking at it from the front to back, there's a 45-degree landing board here for the bees and a little bit of a level area here before they actually go into the hive. The entrance of the hive, this is a reversible entrance that we've made with the hive. It has a standard Worry entrance, which is 12 centimeters wide by 1 centimeter high, or you can flip it 90 degrees and use the 3 singular 1 centimeter openings for times where you want mouse-proof your hive, or even in times of robbing, that the bees are getting invaded by wasps, hornets, or another colony. You can flip this over and make it a much more defensible entrance for your bees. Now, the way we build this is that first off, we have a collar that goes around, and these are 2.5 centimeters. This is 2.4 centimeters, so it's 1 millimeter less than the collar. And we design it like that, so when the boxes are set on here, if you need to adjust this and rotate, it's going to move freely within here. Allow you to take it out the side, rotate it, and then set it back in place. Now, you are going to see that there's 2 stainless steel screws right here. The reason we put these screws here is to keep this in place. When we first started designing this, we put it out there, and would you believe it, mice, in trying to get in, found that this moved, and they were able to pull it out and slip in the corners here. So having these 2 stainless steel screws in place will keep the mice from trying to get in, basically. It's going to keep the entrance in place. Okay, take this off. Let's look at the floor. The floor is made from galvanized steel, 8-mesh galvanized steel. So the bees can't get through, but hive beetles, larvae, wax moth, all the sort of stuff, that will fall through. Pollen, wax flakes, everything. Now, let me stop here because I was approached by somebody from Europe, kind of a person pretty high up in the Worry hive beekeeping world, and we were discussing the wisdom of the screened floor. And some of the people in Europe right now are starting to question this because with a screened floor, all those wax flakes from the wax glands and wax cappings, they fall down onto your mite board, as do like wax moth larvae. And with all that wax down there, it's kind of a buffet for the wax moth larvae. And the question that they're seeing over in Europe right now, or they're asking over in Europe, is, are we making this really favorable environment for the wax moth larvae? My answer is yes, but conditionally. Because the reason for this removable mite board is so that beekeepers can come out on a regular basis, every 7, 10, 15 days or so, come out and clean it off. So that oasis or buffet for the wax moth larvae, actually I look at it as a trap. They go down here, they're nice and content, and they're eating and they're doing all they need to do down here on this mite board, and they're just waiting for us to come, clean them off, and get rid of them. So because of that, I think that a screen bottom board is an advantage and not a disadvantage. And then lastly, the mite board that you've seen me pulling in and out, it's corrugated plastic, so it will last basically forever. It sits in a 1/2 centimeter slot. Now, when we first designed this, our first bottom boards years ago, we made this slot to be just a little bit wider than the mite board itself. The problem we ran into is that when we were pulling this out, because it was such a tight fit, it was scraping off all the varroa mite, the pollen, the wax, everything we wanted to look at was being scraped off. So we now made it a lot bigger. Now, since it's bigger though, you need to cover it because the bees will actually get in here if you don't have this back end part here that we've screwed on here, the little piece of wood, that closes off that back opening, and that's why it looks the way it does. So that is it. That is our Sweet Valley Hives bottom board with the reversible entrance And I'm Chris Cole from Sweet Valley Hives. Check us out at sweetvalleyhives.com or on Facebook. Thanks for watching.